Lifeline, nervous Chinese authorities quarantine a New Zealander diagnosed with SARS. A Kiwi yachting legend gets on board with Team New Zealand. Voodoo hoodoo's over in Haiti as it becomes an official religion. And Nightline gets a spiritual diagnosis from the other side.
When we arrive here on Earth, we all know that we are spiritual beings, but we lose it.
This is Nightline with Carolyn Robinson.
Kia ora, good evening. The first New Zealander to be diagnosed with SARS has been quarantined in a Chinese hospital. The man was stopped by officials at the Xi'an airport when, suffering from a temperature, he tried to board a plane.
The 39-year-old SARS victim was at the end of an 8-day trip to the tourist city of Xi'an. Suffering from a fever, he was stopped trying to fly to Beijing and is now under quarantine.
Obviously, we want to keep close watch on how it's developing and what measures are being taken. It's obviously of great concern to us that one of our citizens is there and afflicted with this terrible disease.
The Director of Public Health here says the case highlights the need to listen carefully to advice about travelling to SARS-affected areas.
Because the risk is real, we certainly do not issue travel advisories very lightly unless we're concerned about the welfare of New Zealanders in travelling to those places.
In an effort to curb the spread of the virus, the Chinese government has cancelled its annual May Week holiday. That'll mean major losses to the country's tourism revenues, but some nervous Beijing residents had already scrapped their holiday plans. Who would go in these scary days, this woman said. But travel agents here are experiencing an unexpected boom. It's not whether people travel, but where.
What we're definitely seeing is there is pent-up demand to travel as people have now taken stock of the Iraq war situation and the SARS virus and are now saying, I want to travel, but just tell me where I can do that safely.
But the outlook for airlines isn't so upbeat. Air New Zealand has had to cancel flights to Japan, Hong Kong and Los Angeles because there's no demand. That, coupled with a volatile market, means its profit forecast for the year has been revised downwards by $30 million. So while SARS may feel like someone else's disease, New Zealanders are increasingly feeling its impact. Tania Page, 3 News.
Kiwi yachting legend Grant Dalton has been given the job of managing the new Team New Zealand challenge. He'll helm the drive to raise sponsorship funds rather than steering the boat. But his big task was to re-sign losing skipper Dean Barker.
Dean, at that stage, as the role of skipper, gave me a commitment that he would go forward. And that's absolutely fundamental to Team New Zealand even considering going forward.
A decision has yet to be made whether Team New Zealand will definitely challenge for the Old Mug in 2007. The cost of a European campaign is estimated to be at least 50% more expensive than the New Zealand defence. A British newspaper has published fresh claims about a British MP and his alleged links with Saddam Hussein's regime. The MP, George Galloway, vehemently denies the claims and says he'll sue the Daily Telegraph newspaper. But the paper says documents it found in Baghdad show Galloway received more than $1 million from Saddam's regime.
Please welcome George Galloway.
To the million and more who protested against war, he was their most outspoken and articulate champion.
Assalamu alaikum, peace be with you.
A champion too to the Iraqi people. But how close was he to their leader? Was it more than a handshake and warm words?
Sir, I salute your courage, your strength, your indefatigability.
In the wreckage of Baghdad's foreign ministry, an intriguing discovery. Files found in a looted room suggest he took money from Saddam Hussein. The documents claim he had a relationship with Iraqi intelligence, that in return for speaking in Iraq's favour, he received a share of Iraq's oil for food programme. That might have added up to as much as £375,000. He also asked for special business deals with Iraq. The journalist who uncovered all this says they're not forgeries.